Today, Bryan Lawrence stands as a movie crew goes over some of the logistics of upcoming filming. This is the newest chapter for a life that changed 6 years ago. On May 10th, 2008, Officer Bryan Lawrence was left lying on this street, no feeling in his arms or legs. In the days that follow, it looked more and more like Lawrence would be bound to a wheelchair forever. In February of 2009, he told WSLS his honest feelings on his new reality.
I want to walk. I want to be able to walk with my wife in my neighborhood.
And again in March, he spoke candidly on a life in a wheelchair in another report.
He may be in jail. This chair right here is my prison.
He says intense physical therapy and the grace of God led him to walk without help a year and a half after being attacked. That story is the plot for the upcoming movie, Kicked by Grace, based on his life. He recalls how he got a call from director Donald Liao.
He wants to come meet me and my wife Brenda and talk about making a Christian film about what had happened to me on May the 10th, 2008, till where the Lord has brought me.
And the Lord has led him to the pulpit, as Officer Lawrence is now Reverend Lawrence.
I was in the ministry some before, but I figured this is where the Lord wants me right now.
It was a childhood friend, Steve Woolwine, who told Liao Lawrence's testimony.
Donald and I met at church, and he was continually asking people in our life groups at church service that he was looking for stories. And he would keep coming up to me and goes, "Don't you have a story? You have a story?" I was like, "I don't have a story."
And then his friend came to mind.
Steve came up to me and says, I have this story about this ex-cop who was involved in this situation. And I went like, whoa, I want to hear the story.
The three met, and the rest is history.
The fact that he has the same injury as Christopher Reeve, and he walked. That's amazing. Christopher Reeve, he has a lot of care, and he's able to get up and walk. We're not talking about like 10 years or 20 years he started walking. A short span of time, he got up and walked. So I want to tell that story.
Lawrence and his family say they know it was God's will for him to walk. And soon, a worldwide audience will hear and see this story that started on a street in the Star City.